Hi, it's Neille Williams here, and I'm going to talk a little bit about vibrato and what that is in singing. In singing, vibrato refers to a little bit of an oscillation or wavering of pitch that's very steady and even, and it's actually a function of air moving up our vocal tract and out, and as the column of air rises and goes through our vocal cords, the vibrating or undulating vocal cords create little pockets or divots of differentiation in air pressure, and those little pockets or differentiated pockets of air pressure will come up, and as it actually comes out on our tone, where everything is amplified with good vocal technique, those little differences in air pressure actually mean a tiny fluctuation or variation in pitch, and it comes out as vibrato. La. So that little shaking or trembling or that little oscillation of pitch is what's called vibrato in singing, and that's how it is. It's tiny differentiated pockets of air pressure that come actually through on your vocal tone. Now, when most people start singing, they don't have vibrato unless they put on what's called unnatural vibrato, which you can do by going, I am a ghost, and actually make it sort of happen by sort of flexing or tensing or quivering some of the muscles around the throat. In contemporary singing technique, we don't tend to use unnatural vibrato like that. We tend to develop what is called natural vibrato, which is that function of air passing through the vocal cords and the deviation in air pressure. So that's what we're focusing on today. It takes a little bit of time for vibrato to come through on your tone, so don't panic if it's not happening yet. One of the things that we need to do to develop vibrato is make sure that we are breathing from the diaphragm, giving us very good quality of air, and that we are also really using our supporting muscles, which is our diaphragm muscles, really keeping nice and firm and helping push that tone out, and also making sure that we keep our rib cage nice and high so that the diaphragm, when it allows for greater expansion and taking in of air, can actually come in and help support the vocal tone as well. So developing vibrato starts with good breath control and support. So good diaphragm breathing, really making sure these supportive muscles are doing their job as you exhale and sing. That's the first part of developing vibrato. The second is making sure there's no tension in your vocal tract or around your throat or resonant chamber. As soon as you get a little bit of tension, your muscles tend to squeeze onto the bone and create a reduced vocal chamber or resonant chamber, and you don't tend to get a lovely open sound where those fluctuations in air pressure come through as vibrato. It tends to shut that down. So you need lovely, open, relaxed singing and really good breathing and supporting muscles. If you're not doing one of those two, then you won't get vibrato on your tone. Okay. So once you're pretty confident that you're getting both of those, you can do a little exercise which I call me, may, ma to develop vibrato. Now, vibrato tends to come through a little bit easier on our lower to mid range when we first start developing vibrato. So I tend to do this exercise to help develop it. And I'm just going to play a C again on my ukulele, and I'm going to go mi, me, ma. And you can hear there on the ma, on the last note, that I just relaxed and I let that vibrato come out on my tone. So if you go mi, me, ma, then you're going from high to low and from a tighter vowel sound to a more relaxed vowel sound, and it tends to encourage vibrato to come out. So that exercise is a great one for practicing vibrato. Mi, me, ma. And you can hold on that last note and really see if it comes out onto your tone. If you're holding that note and it's not coming out, be aware of any tension that you might feel. Did I take a big enough breath here? Is my rib cage nice and high? Am I getting that those supportive muscles involved in helping push out the tone? So nice and relaxed, open resonant chamber here, good supporting muscles here, and a good quantity of air taken in with the diaphragm. And you can really be aware of when you're holding on that that very last note of where you're feeling your tension or whether you think you're running out of support here. You can also go progressively higher or progressively lower, but keep it fairly comfortable. Again, we're working on a fairly specific technical exercise and you want it to feel comfortable in order to encourage the vibrato to come out. Let's try it on D. Mi, me, ma. So again, that encourages it to come out on that very last one, and you can hold it for as long as you can. But feel free to try it on any note that you want. C is nice because your notes in that particular exercise are G, E, C. G, E, C. But mi, me, ma, again, with those relaxed vowel sounds, will really help the vibrato to come out and encourage it to come out. So try the mi, me, ma on this C chord. Big deep breath, nice and relaxed, really opening up, making sure there's no tension. Big deep breath and try mi, me, ma. Listening for that last note, that last ma, being aware of any tension that you feel, making sure you've got plenty of air to keep the note going. Let's try it again. Again, be aware of how it feels to sing well, how it feels to sing with good support here and really lovely, open, relaxed singing. Let's try it one more time. Really listening to yourself and being aware of any tense points. And when you're comfortable, maybe go up a tone on the mi, me, ma. Try it now. And feel free to try it as many times as feels comfortable. Go back to, and making sure that you've got good diaphragm breathing happening, that you're really keeping your chest nice and high, allowing the diaphragm to go in and up as you hold the note on, that you're lovely and relaxed, shoulders down, knees unlocked, arms like noodles, head on top, all of that kind of thing. And be patient. Natural vibrato takes a little longer to develop than unnatural vibrato, but you get a lovely, lovely sound, and natural vibrato is quite unique between our different voices, so it will become another distinctive feature of your voice. So try the mi, ma exercise, and again, being focused again on how it feels to sing well, not just how it sounds. Good luck.